a comprehensive look at trends, fund profiles, and more in Exploring ETFs.
Hi everyone, welcome to Exploring ETFs. I'm Neena Mishra, and today we are talking about software stocks and ETFs and whether these are the next big AI opportunity. So, AI, as we know, is the biggest investment theme for the past couple of years because it is rapidly transforming many industries, and investors have been trying to identify the winners of the AI gold rush. Now, chip stocks, semiconductor stocks were obviously the most obvious early winners. So that is why the shares of Nvidia, the designer of most sophisticated AI GPUs, they are up over 800% over the past 2 years. And then there are companies which are building data centers that will make AI possible to use. So, big tech companies, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, their shares have also surged to record highs. Now, investors are looking for the next buying opportunities. What would be the next big thing? Now, as these large language models continue to emerge and fueled by widespread adoption of generative AI, software sector is witnessing an explosion in AI use cases. And these stocks have been doing quite well over the past couple of months, particularly last month. And we have seen that some analysts have been raising their outlook on the software sector. And Dan Ives from Wedbush, a very popular tech analyst, he said yesterday that the AI software era is now here, and he raised his price target on some of the software stocks. Mizuho analyst said that he believes software will rip higher into the year end as money rotates in. Now, some of these software stocks which have done quite well over the past month, AppLovin. This is a little known software company. It has a software platform that helps app developers, particularly game makers. Its shares are up over 100% over the past month. Then the MicroStrategy shares are up over 97%, but MicroStrategy is a different case, although it happens to be included in software ETFs and within the software sector. Its shares are surging mainly because of its Bitcoin holdings. So, not exactly the case to point out for software search. Then, Palantir Technologies. They soared to a record high, shares soared to a record high after the company reported excellent results and also raised its guidance, citing high demand for its AI software. Shares of Snowflake, which is a data analytics software maker, they surged over 32% when it reported its results, and that was its best day since the company went public in 2020. And in fact, Warren Buffett earlier had a small exposure to this stock. I think they sold it later, but its shares have surged over 47% over the past month. So if you don't want to bet on individual stocks, which is always difficult, then you can look at software ETFs. And let's take a look at two popular software ETFs. So this is the most popular software ETF. It holds software companies in the technology and communication services sectors. This is a market cap weighted ETF. Now, these two ETFs are quite different from one another. It has an expense ratio of 41 basis points. In full disclosure, I own it in the ETF investor portfolio that I manage. This has 9.8 billion in AUM. If you want to learn more about this ETF, you can go to the quote page on Zacks.com, read our research report articles. And using the link, you can go to iShares webpage, look at the strategy, look at the holdings. As I said, this is a market cap weighted ETF. So companies like Salesforce, Oracle, ServiceNow, and Microsoft also, which is a leader. Now, these will all be brought to their market capitalization at the time of rebalancing. So these are the top holdings in this ETF, including Palantir, which we talked about earlier. The second ETF is equal weighted ETF. It follows a modified equal weighting scheme. So if you don't want your ETF to be top heavy, and if you believe that smaller companies will do quite well, then you can look at this ETF. And this also holds software services stocks, slightly cheaper. It's much smaller compared to IGV, but a decent amount of AUM for 442 million. Let's take a look at this ETF. So again, you can use the link on the quote page. Both these ETFs have Zacks ETF rank number 2, buy rated ETFs currently. So these are the top holdings. MicroStrategy, obviously, because of the Bitcoin related search, and we talked about AppLovin. And these are the other top holdings in the ETF, and all of these will be brought to equal weights at the time of rebalancing. On the last slide, I have the comparative performance of these two ETFs versus the S&P 500, as also the chip ETF SOXX. So you can see that IGV is up about 40% over the past year. The equal weighted ETF XSW is up about 45%. And the S&P 500 index is up about 32% over the past 12 months, whereas the chip ETF is up about 26%. And you will see that chip stocks have been struggling over the past couple of months, whereas those software stocks and these ETFs have been rallying. Even the superstar chip stock, NVIDIA, is almost flat over the past month, despite reporting excellent earnings and also raising the guidance. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out zacks.com/promo for an interesting offer. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube video channel so that you do not miss anything. And I'll see you next week.